Hey guys, this is Zexanite. Welcome back. We are playing some more Pokemon Snakewood. When we last left off, we beat Pyrite, who was gonna give us some gold, but he didn't because he's a fucking dick. So, we just lost out on a bunch of gold. Moral of the story: don't have your pockets full because somebody might give you gold. Oh, there he is. Okay, Dr. Blackboard. Hello, Stoozle. It's very good to see you again. Hi, Doc. What's up? We're going to break into Sutopolis. Excuse me. Excuse me, Stoozle. I didn't mean to do that. I brought you here because Cassidy Rock has a connection with the Christian religion. Christian? What's that? In the West, it's a big religion, like Shinto, or Barkeshi. Here? It's relevant because that Cassidy Rock has a divine aspect to it. Can you phrase this clearly, Doc? I don't understand, because I'm only like 10 years old. Stoozle, Sutopolis is protected by dark magic? Oh, I guess so. Protected by dark magic. Light is necessary to get to it. So we must break the spell surrounding it, and to do that, we need the divine power of Cassidy Rock. That'll help us get in? Yes, it's how I got in last time to rescue you. But first, there's someone here who claims to know you from long ago. Oh, Toxicroak? Toxicroak? Ugh! Is it a flashback? This one may be real. Landon? Here you go, Stoozle, Linda. My friend Don has sent this Krug over to me. You can have it if it's your first Pokemon. Toxicroak, I remember you. Toxicroak wants to rejoin your party. There's no room. Okay. Good thing that... Wait. Do I have to go back? Do I have to go and then come back? Do I seriously... Fucking... Can't believe just... Anyway. Okay, good enough for me. I don't care. Last time I was talking about, a lot of my reasons for leaving Japan. I didn't want to continue a Kiowa English Conversation School. I didn't want to become an ALT. One unique option for me that was actually, if we want to teach in Japan, is a better option because this industry is actually on the rise. But you have to really like kids, little kids, very little kids, like from 1 to 6 years old. Currently, English kindergartens are very popular, and the reason for that is, it's been shown that, everybody knows that, the younger you, pick up a language, the easier it is for you to learn that language. Now, this is only in a full immersion setting. That was the other thing about English conversation schools, is that, actually being able to speak Japanese put me at a disadvantage, which is kind of ironic, but the reason is that a lot of these places, English conversation schools in particular, want you to speak nothing but English, and so knowing Japanese can be detrimental to you in the job hunt department. I actually had a job at one point that was so... they were so against it. I couldn't say in Japanese. And that sounds like a weird thing. Because it's things like or ouch or things like that are things that you don't really think of as being in another language, but they are in those languages. So being that Japanese is a very contagious language, so, I don't know, just, that was just a habit I was into, I could not even say that. So, like, that is the extent to where, like, a lot of these schools don't want you to, like, speak English. The problem is, if you're a teacher, you need to engage in classroom management. And you can't manage a classroom in a language that your kids aren't responding to, whether that they don't know it or just, like, it doesn't, like, register because it's not their native language, even if they do know it. So that was one point of frustration for me in that job, but I didn't want to have to deal with that again. So, it was another reason I didn't want to do English conversation again. But, let's try this. I'm getting confused in this. It's getting annoying. Let's use a repel. I don't know why. It's like sometimes it sticks in my head and sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, let's use a fucking repel. There we go. Okay, let's try this one. And then this. No. This one. This one. This one. Okay, there we go. I think it's the middle one and no at the back. Okay. Okay, we got it. So, English kindergartens are an option. They were an option for me, but, like, I don't really want to deal with, the whole childcare aspect of anything. I don't want to, like, have to take care of children, so that was, like, something that was off-putting to me, so I didn't want to do, okay, so I gotta do this whole thing. Oh my god. I forgot to take a guy out of my party. Fuck. Okay, gotta remember this, gotta not just blaze through everything. Gotta fucking... Let's just we don't have Hammy. Okay. We're just doing this again. Cause why wouldn't we? Anyway, now we gotta take a guy out of here. Who am I not wanting in my party? Definitely Brubble. Can we do without Gyarados? Some teeth. He just has some teeth on him. Summary. I don't think we're gonna have to dive. So I think, yeah, maybe Gyarados or Florg. Yeah, let's just put Florg away. Actually, no. Let's put back Beefcake. Okay, that seems alright, maybe? Okay. Okay, that should be fine. And let's just go back and do all of that all over again. Try and be fast about it. Anyway, English kindergarten, I didn't want to deal with that. What was the other option for me? The other option for me would have been, changing industry, altogether. However, that's something that's very difficult. I feel like Japan would do better to, have more lax laws, and stipulations about, allowing foreigners to work in Japan. Because one problem that they're going through right now is having a decreasing population and an aging population. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. So one problem that they're having is having a decreasing population and an aging population. And so sorry, I just completely lost my train of thought. Now there's like noises going on. I don't know what's going on. It's scary and it's dark and it's midnight. I don't know. Anyway, decreasing population, aging population. Sorry about the mouse in the middle. I thought this was a YouTube video that I was making, and I thought I'd just pause it by like sticking my mouse in the middle like I usually do. I don't know. Anyway, so I feel like their workforce like is going to be decreasing, and there's especially going to be a need for people to take care of the elderly. So I feel like opening those types of jobs to foreigners more would be good, would be a good thing for the country, because then these problems would be largely, not entirely solved probably, but like helped a lot. But Japan is very nationalistic as a country, and so I did take out the guy, right? Okay. Japan is very nationalistic as a country, and so, like, there's, like, people don't tend to, like, want to do that, and it is kind of frustrating. I guess the one industry, let's, Dr. Black, you're back. Oh, wait, we already did all this. Okay. Alright, now you're reunited. Come over here. Put your hands on the rock. Now, hold on. This is going to be a wild something. Wild stuff. Are these guys all enemies? Let's go to the Pokemon Center and heal our pokes, because why not? There's a bath here? There's a bath here. There's straight up a bath here. Let's go take a look at the bath, because why not? Anyway, yeah, I guess one of the areas that I could have gotten into was translation. Here's the thing about translation is, ooh, there's a... Suzel, so glad you could make it. Please come over to the table. The meeting is about to start. There's Pokemon involved. Oh wait, that was the dragon guy. Birch, what are you doing here? All will be explained in time, Stuzel. Just wait a little while. Okay, who's this guy? I would like to call this meeting to order. Firstly, I would like to welcome Stuzel to our hideout. I understand that you have come far, and have thwarted our enemies at many points during your journey. Why are you applauding that? Why wouldn't you applaud that? Never mind, Stuzel, let me introduce you to the members of the Resistance. The Resistance? There's such a thing? Indeed, how many members of the Resistance? Please introduce yourselves for the here. It's me, Birch. You already know me, though. I'm Lucretia Borgia, the CEO of the Pokémon Company. I'm Chloe, former head of the Inquisition, now forced to attending this stupid meeting. You already know me. I forget all these voices. I'm Veracity. It's the leader of Fortree City, and I'm eternally in your debt. My name is Haruko. First class space patrol officer, gym leader for town. We have already met, young one. You have aided me in my fight against the demon of the desert. I saw you in the back of the champion's room, Stuzel. My name is Steven Stone, former champion before your brother beat me. I beat you too, didn't I? I am Lord Unbone, the famously insane fisherman who lives in a rock. We may have met before. I can't remember. And I am Meteor, the Dragon King of whom you know of old. Like Veracity, I owe you a debt that cannot be repaid. Cannot be repaid? I don't know. And I'm Randall Spencer, the contest king, your ball throwing. We are in fact also expecting ourselves, gym leader of Pacificogog, to be here, but for some reason he hasn't turned up. Anyway, since we're all here now, we're all acquainted, let's get down to business. You know why we're here? To break Synex's foul grip on our land. Unfortunately, there are only 4 of us who have ever had a chance to do so. Mr. Sage Izumi, His Majesty Meteor, and Stoozle. They are the only ones with the raw power to combat Synex directly. I hate to admit it, but Veracity is right. You are more powerful than me, Stoozle. So why are we even having this meeting? Why don't we 4 just go and get Synex?
Because we need to have a plan of action. Chloe was persuaded to use her Taoist powers to find out how many zombies are in Necropolis. And there are literally thousands. Go in there unprepared and you'll die. Simple as that.
Good enough reason, I guess.
Exactly. Recently, one of our scouts was able to acquire this.
Spreads piece of paper out and puts on table.
Is that what I think it is? Yes, this is a floor plan of Synex's Necropolis. You may well be surprised it's damn hard to get hold of, but if you're curious, it may not lead to this point here.
So it's settled then. You 4 will enter via the back entrance since the front is too heavily guarded. Once there, I shall continue up the stairs and clear out the zombies in the rear guard post, then slay Temulence in his lair directly above.
Meanwhile, I'll head for the center of the cave and trigger a few earthquakes with my Pokémon, collapsing the main hall and trapping the enemy forces within Necropolis, where I can deal with them at my leisure. At the same time, I should travel to the 3rd floor, so I shall do Gliss. I believe my powers should be sufficient to match his.
Meanwhile, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
You're going to investigate that large room on the 2nd floor, Stoozle, the one marked Incarceration Chamber on the map. Presumably, there will be prisoners there, and you shall rescue them.
Right, yeah, I knew that. Investigate the incarceration chamber. Easy.
Yes, quite. Anyway, after that, you will reconvene as soon as possible. Synex will know about your presence in the Necropolis as soon as Steven starts blasting. You can be certain of that. You'll take all of your combined strength to bring him down.
And don't forget, if you find Champion Landon or me, you have to get them out of there. Immediately. They're both extremely important.
Yes, Birch is correct. Alright, Resistance members, are we all clear on our plan?
Yes!
Now let's move out.
Okay, sweet.
Doc, aren't you coming on the infiltration too?
No, I am afraid I am, but a guide character. I'm afraid I am but a guide character, destined never to actually perform the action scenes myself, and I cannot join you in the battle ahead, Stoozle.
I see. Well, thanks.
There is no need. It is my job. Good luck, Stoozle. I hope we meet again one day in happier times. Hopefully.
Okay, listen up. This is the final segment of the game, and things are gonna get tough. Harder puzzles, harder enemies. If you got any preparations to make them now, because there won't be any chance later. When you and I are ready to go, just steer me over to Grendel and press A and we'll set off. What the hell was that? Those words, where the hell did they come from?
Okay. So, I feel like I'm gonna want to grind some. Are these enemies? No, they're just sages. Is this a place that we can get back to? Sorry, Toxicroak, we're gonna, like, box you, because... Why is it a Chimecho? Limber... Poison fighting. But I have to train him up a lot. I don't know. We'll have to see with Toxicroak. Okay, so like this is gonna be the final leg of the game. So I'm not like super decided on like what I want to do. But here is something that I want to do. I'm gonna put him away for the time being. Yeah. Until I decide what I want my final guy to be, because I think I'm cool with everybody else. I'm not completely sold on Gyarados or Flord. Definitely Brubble and Dr. Kibbles and DJ Solar. But yeah, we've got a... I think I might want to level these guys up. Actually, given that, I should probably take out Hammy so I could fly elsewhere. God, I'm dying. So let's take out Hammy. And withdraw. And let's all go to the lobby. No, let's go to a different place. Where I can finish my story, because I'm just kind of done with this game for today. It gets tiring. It gets to be a lot of things. So we're just gonna I think that should be a place where I can fly to. Or not. Well, well, let's just go back here and let's go in that cave, and there's got to be a way to get back there. They wouldn't like make the game so like you can't win it. Let's see. Okay, turns out we can't fly there, but I'm sure we can get there by other means. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna talk over like the stuff that I'm doing. I'm not gonna like make any progress until I get my guys leveled up. I want to get to either 80 or 85. We'll see how things go. We'll see how much I really want to do stuff. But yeah, just to like kind of finish off my story. Being a translator now. The thing is, I was never fluent enough to become a translator. So there's a test called the Japanese Language Proficiency Test. There are 5 levels of it. Technically, I feel like there should be 4, because 5 is basically worthless. So it's like, 5 would be like beginner, and 1 would be like, you could be like considered fluent. Why am I running away from these guys? Yeah, let's just go down this strip. But yeah, I'll just do this at normal speed because it's too distracting otherwise. Yeah, so, I passed level 3. I think you would want to, like, have level 2 in order to get, like, most positions where, Japanese is a requirement, especially a translator. And I was never able to pass the, level 2 exam. I only tried twice, but here's the thing is, like, that was the other thing that, like, really bothered me about, being an English teacher. Why did that happen? That was really dumb. That was the other thing that, like, really bothered me about being an English teacher was, the amount that I had to use English hindered my ability to pick up more Japanese. And so, like, people have this image, like, well, you lived in Japan for 6 years, how are you, like, not fluent? But it's like, first of all, like, yeah, being in that kind of environment does pose a large hindrance to your ability to pick up language. But aside from that, like, what you are using, what you're picking up, that's conversational. Like, it's not technical and it's not academic. So, like, yeah, I can, like, carry on a conversation. I can, like, I could even, like, explain, like, abstract thoughts or, like, get into, like, very, like, deep things. But there's, like, the limit to, like, what I know on, like, a technical level. Like, for example, specifically business Japanese, formal Japanese, or, just, like, these different vocabulary that you wouldn't otherwise learn unless you're, like, in, like, a field like that, like, it puts a hindrance on it. So it's, like, it's not like I didn't learn anything being there. It's that, like, you need that supplementary study, in order to be able to, like, pass an exam like that. The problem with that is, like, the amount that I was working made it difficult to stick to a schedule of study. So that was something that was difficult for me. And either way, like, okay, I could get the level 2. I couldn't get the level 2. It doesn't matter at the point where I'm, like, out of a job, looking for a new job. I don't have this exam. I don't already have this exam passed. So, like, you know, there's a problem there, with, like, there's just nothing I can, I'm just gonna, like, talk over. There's a problem with that, in that I don't already have the requirements, so, like, there's nothing I can do about it at that point. So, especially the time that, like, it was announced, it was, like, the time when it was announced, and the time it was announced that I wasn't going to continue to have a position at that school, I would have had to have waited 7 months to take the next test. So that already, like, puts me in, like, a disadvantaged situation. So, like, that was not a very feasible route. Translation's really the only other pathway, because it all boils down to, like, what can you, as an expat, do that a Japanese national cannot, and that is speaking English. So you need to, like, have a position where English is and fluent, native fluent English is a requirement. So those are the types of jobs that are available to you, and that's kind of what you're limited to. So, that's a problem, in switching fields. So, like, that was, like, largely unfeasible for me. So, aside from those things, the only other real, I'd say the only other option for me was to repatriate, which was the option that I took, and that fit in with, like, a lot of, like, my long-term life goals. I wanted to get out of teaching, didn't want to teach anymore, so I didn't want to, like, be stuck in that position anymore. I wanted a job where I could grow within the position and, like, promote, which is not possible in a lot of the job avenues that were available in Japan. I wanted to be able to, like, promote my own things, which was a lot more difficult from within Japan. For example, YouTube, hypothetically, if I got, like, enough subscribers and views and things like that, if I got enough traction, like, doing, like, these very big network type of things, communicating with people, collabing, even, like, collabing is, like, I don't even need a lot of, like, people, or I don't even need a large following to collab. People want to collab, but it's, like, I'm like 14-hour time difference away from you. How are we gonna do this thing? But even if it did get to like a bigger thing, like if say I wanted to like appear at a con or something, and this is like kind of out there, like I have no delusions about the size of my channel, but just hypothetically, if that were to happen, it would be very difficult for me in order to like get to a con. Or if the channel became something that I could feasibly do on my own, that wouldn't allow. The thing is, like, people will make that transition from having traditional jobs to YouTube. I couldn't do that because, and that don't get me wrong. Like, that's not like I wanted to like be a professional YouTuber and that's why I like moved. No, that's not what it was. But for example, that would be a kind of a deciding factor. Like, I wouldn't have that option because in order to remain in Japan, I would still need to be like employed traditionally. I couldn't be employed by myself. I don't know. I guess I could like make it like a business type thing, but I don't know. That would be like super complicated, not really feasible. So there was just like, I just kept hitting wall after wall after wall, and like I realized at some point like this is just like not working for my life. It's not working for like what I have for goals. Like, I achieved the one goal that I had, which was to live in Japan. I did that for 6 years. That was just one of many goals, and that goal was impinging on a lot of my other goals, and a lot of goals that I'd realized since moving there. So there were just like a lot of different reasons why working there was not feasible, why I left, and like all that kind of thing. So if anybody was wondering, I know it takes me like fucking 50 years to get on with a story, but those were some of the reasons why I came back. So that's gonna be it for this video, though. Sorry about the end, just kind of weird. I just want to level up, and it was just getting too difficult to finally get on with my story as I was playing. So, but anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. I will level up my guys and sort of get more supplies. I will arrange for like the final leg of the game. So, but that's gonna be it for this video. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully I will see you in the next video, and goodbye to you all, sirs and madams, and everyone in between.